I'm returning back to motorcycles. I am now 45 years old. I have a lot of money. Should I buy a 900? No. No, but I used to ride bikes back then, right? You used to be able to have 3 pastries as dessert when you were last riding a motorcycle. Today you eat 3 pastries, your cardiologist will come running after you saying what you're trying to do, kill yourself. Correct? I can't stop you from doing this.
Yeah.
I can give you good advice.
Don't become a guinea pig. If you are unable to decide on your own, take somebody else's advice.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, be willing to listen. It's at the end of the day your money, your time that you're going to be investing and spending for the next 4-5 years. It should be worth it. And if you are unwilling to even take advice from people you know directly, then I guess it's fine. Enjoy.
Yeah. Look, if we are going to be on a DM or in our comments and you're saying, I am insistent on buying a bike that I am saying I don't want to recommend it to you, I'm not going to stop you from buying that bike. It's no skin of my nose. Your money, your life, your riding, your memories, your experience. You do. I am still going to try and help you when you get in trouble with it. And I'm not egotistic enough to say, I told you so either. I will do it in the calmest, most gentle way that I can and try to intervene on your behalf and make sure that your problems are behind you. Look, it's not directly connected to reliability perhaps, but when you say, I'm returning back to motorcycles, I am now 45 years old, I have a lot of money, should I buy a 900? No. No, but I used to ride bikes back then, right? You used to be able to have 3 pastries as dessert when you were last riding a motorcycle. Today you eat 3 pastries, your cardiologist will come running after you saying what you're trying to do, kill yourself. Correct? I can't stop you from doing this.
Yeah.
I can give you good advice. So my advice to you is, listen, rent a 300, 400, 500cc motorcycle for a series of weekends. You clearly can afford it if you can buy a 900 triple. Get used to the idea of being in the flow of motorcycling. And you might discover that a 600 is enough for what you're expecting from this sport. And if the 600 becomes sticky enough, then you can always get to the 900 triple.
Yeah.
Expectations.
This was about your reflexes and your expectations from the vehicle and what you can actually do with them to use it better.
And this is the part of the buying process that is I think gets left unsaid, right? What are you going to do with it?
Correct.
What is the job of this thing that you're going to add to your life? And a thing that is for you, selfish pleasure, going to give you great joy, is very different from family needs to use it, dad would share it with me, mom would sit with me, my baby is there and wife is there, and it's a very different use case.
Which is why we are also, when we're always talking about newer cars and your purchase decisions, especially to do with cars in this case, we are very cautious about newer tech because you may think that your life will be incomplete without a feature. And most common in this is ADAS right now. It's not going to be incomplete. In fact, the ADAS is likely to be an inconvenience except in some certain conditions. Like, let's say if you're traveling on the highway regularly, and that's where the adaptive cruise control will help, lane keep assist will help. I mean, even then, it's going to be for a small set of people where it's genuinely a value addition.
Yeah.
For that, are you willing to compromise on, well, your value equation, your other safety factor? There are so many things that we just convince ourselves that without this, life cannot exist. Like this 900 wala example, right?
Yeah.
I'm drawing a parallel to the ADAS thing. The other day, I had a relative ask me, "Arey, but usme ADAS nahi hai." I said, "Chahiye kyun hai?" Relative asked me, that car doesn't have ADAS. He was looking to buy something. And I asked him, why do you need it? What makes you believe that that is actually... He lives in Delhi. Where is he going to use ADAS in the city? He says, I'm only going to use it in the city. Once in 3 months, I'm going to take the family out for a drive. What are you going to do with ADAS? Our recommendation is switch it off, right? So you have to be clear about what is your emotional draw, being over-indexed or overly tied into the idea of reliability or caring about it too little. Both of them are extremes that we'd say are not good to be.
Yeah.
I mean, not a good place to be.
Yeah.
Every vehicle will have some issues, but saying that my car will last 20 years without fail and that is all that matters.
There's only one way to do it. Don't use it. Like Bring it, park it in your drawing room, get the people in the household to clean that thing regularly, and don't you dare go anywhere close to starting it or anything. Then it will be 100% reliable for centuries together.
Correct. Buy two, one to drive and one to park.
No. If you buy two, then one will be reliable. The parked one. 100% reliable.
Yeah.
As soon as you try to ride it, over. Story over. Is the only way to do it. Honestly, I'm telling you. If you want something to be 100% reliable, buy it, park it, don't touch it.
Yeah.
If you touch it, by Murphy's Law, something will happen.
If you enjoyed this bit of the conversation, I would recommend heading over to the MotorInc channel, because that's where you'll find the entire conversation, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that even more.